What are we doing here, Martin? Why have we got two men? Looks like they're in bed, and looking very tired and dishevelled.
Yeah, great question. So, Replit turned 10 years the other day. For anyone who doesn't know Replit, it started as basically a tool for programmers who wanted to be able to, program, create code, websites, and such on the go. So, and normally you have to install, if you want to program, you have to install all kind of stuff on your computer. And Replit kind of offered a solution that you could do that on a website. So you always had your projects with you. That's how they started 10 years ago. And so now they are, uh, well, maybe I'm biased, but fair to say, still one of the leading AI, tools with which you can build websites, programs, whatever you want. And to celebrate the 10th anniversary, for 24 hours, they offered the smartest, most powerful AI model for free. And they organized a Buildathon, so to get people to
that's why we're
be
here looking mega
creative and have a competitive element.
Yeah.
So that's why we look like we haven't slept in 24 hours.
Oh man, nice one for that intro. Yeah, it's been wild. I just posted like on my story though before, and I was like, for me, this feels like a highlight in my career, like one of the most incredible days. Like, because I'm like new to this, like I don't know. You seem like you may be a bit more advanced than me. So I'm like classic, self-taught. Didn't know, don't know really how to code, and then but I was as soon as I heard about Replit the first time, which was about 18 months ago, and I heard it on my First Million podcast, and I looked it up, and I was just hooked straight away, and I was like, okay, like this is, and it's a bit kind of similar to like how I felt about AI when GPT, what was it, 3.0, 2.5, whatever it was when that one came out. And I'm like, okay, I need to just get really good at this. This is the thing.
Yeah.
And I felt the same about Replit. And I remember I had a friend at the time who was much more advanced than me with like computer programming and stuff. And I remember, and I was like, mate, you are going to fucking shit the bed. Like I found check this thing out. And I remember him just being a bit underwhelmed by it. And I was like, I couldn't understand it. And I was like, well, you do you. I'm going to get obsessed with this thing. And during like the last 18 months or so, like I've spent so much money on credits and building things completely wrong because I don't know what I'm doing. And like just spaghetti coding my way to like MVPs. And but like because I got this opportunity, I was like, okay, I really need to lay the foundations here and make the most out of this 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it's just been wild and just so much fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been around programmers for 23 years, and I know the very basics of HTML.
We have
For
someone in the
23
lobby, by
years,
the way.
but I never really got beyond that. It's I don't know. It just never click. Like I understand the logic of how code communicates.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just thought I would jump in for 15 minutes before I take my daughter
Hey,
to park.
nice to meet you, mate. A fellow Brit by the sounds of it.
Yeah, whereabouts you?
Well, I'm from Cumbria, Lake District, but I'm in Bali at the moment.
Sounds awful.
Where you're somewhere south of Watford, I think.
Bristol.
Yeah. And this is Martin. I don't know if you know each other.
Never met you. Nice to meet you, Martin.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
So Matt was just talking about his own background in coding. Actually, should we? Because we've not really I've not really actually done background. So do you wanna, Martin, like tell everyone like what your. Well, just continue. You were telling us then, anyways.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you didn't miss much yet. Well, okay. You did miss Jason's story, so you'll have to listen back to the
I'll
podcast.
catch you up on the podcast.
Yeah, it gives you an incentive.
I've known the basics of HTML, for 23 years, but anything beyond that never really clicked. Like I understand the logic of coding, the logic of how information goes from A to B and then does C, but in a way, I feel I'm like almost dyslexic to code. Uh, I I just have a really hard time learning it. So when AI first came along, and it was already, of course, ChatGPT 3.0, I think. It was really simplistic, but it did kind of give me hope. Like, oh, hey, maybe in a couple years' time, I can logic my way through the things I want to do. And I had done a Python class. That's kind of how I learned Replit for the first time. And yeah, hear the same thing. Like, give me a book and I can kind of work my way through it, but I never really did much with it. But that kind of introduced me to Replit. And so when Replit started introducing AI with Replit Agent 1, it's like, oh, this is what made me hopeful was that it wasn't just, another coding. ChatGPT could do that. Claude, the first version, could do that. Hey,
Hi,
but
Mohammed.
with Replit, you could, you had the whole thing. You didn't need to learn how to set up a database or install packages or something. It's like the all in one thing, and you could really focus on what is my idea and how do I bring it to life. So yeah, that's how I kind of rolled into this. And
Nice. Yeah. Welcome, Mohammed. We're just waxing lyrical about AI, and talking about like our backgrounds. And I was just mentioning earlier that like I'm like complete self-taught, no coding background. Like I am the perfect avatar for Replit, like targeting people, like multiple businesses, all that kind of thing, lots of failed projects. And then Ryan actually just joined us, so we've not really heard much about Ryan. But should we just do like how are you feeling about your project? Like what have you built today? Do you want to go around, Ryan? Do you want to let us know what you've been doing and how'd you get on?
Yeah, sure. So I have a SaaS startup that's unrelated to anything I built on the project. I really look forward to having a weekend doing absolutely nothing. And so I had this idea originally of building something that was for helping parents who have got special needs children to help them collect the evidence for what they need, and realize it was actually really, really quite tricky and nothing I felt safe with doing as a hackathon because of security considerations and data and residency and all that stuff. So I ended up building something slightly different that called Paper Trail. And Paper Trail is basically a code.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I can share my
Should we do
screen.
that?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what Paper Trail does is it lets you forward emails or paste in information
This is
or
very on brand, this on trend, this style at the moment, isn't it? I love it.
copy in WhatsApps, that sort of stuff. And what it does, take a photo of, I don't know if you guys have got kids, but like you get these letters that are all scrumpled up in the bottom of the book bag, and it's like, what on earth? And with Paper Trail, you can just snap a photo on your phone, send it to Paper Trail. So every account gets an automatically provisioned mailbox to send it to. And then,
have you configured that already?
Yeah, we configured that with Agent Mail.
Agent Mail.
So that's, you plug that in and every account gets a new Agent Mail inbox. And what happens is you send it there and then it just extracts the information. And it just extracts the information and then pulls it all out. If I log in quickly, I basically built the whole thing on the entire Replit ecosystem because I don't ever plan on doing anything with it. So it's all Replit auth and Replit database, and it's kind of, and so it comes in that way. And so you can just add stuff here by either taking a photo or putting in text or putting something in. And then what it does is it extracts that relevant information and turns it into actions for you to do. So let's say you're going to Liam's birthday party. You can then drop that down and just go and just buy something straight up. So all of that kind of admin disappears. You need to RSVP.
Where did it get that idea from? What was the walkie-talkie? What's the input there for the walkie-talkies?
It's just built on the fact that Liam is a 6-year-old boy from his. So that comes from an actual.
So it's generates some GIF ideas.
It generates the gift ideas based on the invite.
Cool.
So the invite.
What integration is that?
It's just
connector?
Plug in straight into GPT-4o.
Right.
Because that can do all the image you need. That can do all the various bits and bobs that you need. And so all of that comes straight from, if you give me a second, in testing, I got ChatGPT to generate me this, if you can see it. This nifty fake made up invite, and it extracts the fact that Liam is clearly a young boy who likes dinosaurs and goes, fine, walkie-talkies, that sort of stuff, and generates all of those other bits and pieces.
Is that through the API or is that just through the new image chat window thing?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Sorry, was that generated? Is that just straight up GPT, or were you doing it through an API or anything?
Straight Chat GPT. So it's
right. Okay.
It's built. It's just the built-in API that just plugs straight in, and we just use GPT-4.
Yeah.
And then it's cool. So you can go in your profile, and in your profile you can put in all the details of your child. Put in their weekly schedule. You can set it up so it can send you a daily digest email. So it was cool because I actually received the first one this morning. It was like, these are the things that you've got on in your calendar today. And it's like, oh, don't forget you're going to this birthday party. Don't forget you need to bring socks. And it's in there to remind you. And then, you can do calendar sync. It does email forwarding, so it automatically kind of syncs. And if you send it an email, it will automatically sit in the inbox, and the thing will automatically just extract that information. So if you have a kind of, I'll do it now. See if I can get it working. Here's where it doesn't work, and it's fine. I get everything I deserve for tests and stuff like. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's a really nice little proof of concept that this stuff works.
Yeah.
And it was nice.
Hey, this is amazing.
Thanks. I try.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the idea. No, I think the idea of going from a mess to something structured, it's amazing. It's like kind of it actually unlocks a lot of other ideas too. Very well
Yeah,
done.
the design's lovely.
And part of this was we had to then code like a whole I stroke, Replit using the agent. We coded a whole agentic highlights, including all the calls to searches and do various bits and pieces. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, we've lost him.
I don't know if it'll win, but I've learned a whole bunch of stuff doing it, so I'm pretty happy with that.
No worries. Well, Mohammed, let's hear it. What you been up to? What's your background?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit.
So that's what it does.
Yeah, well, first, thanks, guys. Yeah, I just saw that link
That's me.
on Discord. Yeah, so I've been
I just
Repliting
occurred.
for probably 3 years now. Really early days. My background, I've been a product manager for more than 10 years, maybe 12 years. And before that, I was an engineer. And really jumped on Replit to help, building prototypes back then, right? And over the time, I've been getting more involved. My role full time is a head of growth at a startup. And in many cases, we need to build tools for sales team, calculators on the marketing site, things like that for our business. And I basically took over that part instead of waiting for agencies to build that stuff for us.
Where are you based?
On the side, this is what I've been working on. Sorry, say that again.
Where are you based?
New York.
Yeah, cool.
How about you folks?
I'm in England. I'm in Bali, but I'm from England, north of England.
Right.
And Martin, I don't even actually know. I don't think you said where you're from.
I'm from the Netherlands.
I was going to guess Northern Europe of some form.
I've seen your flags on Discord, so
Seen his flags.
good to meet you folks.
Yeah. So how's your project
profiles.
gone, anyways?
So in the last Buildathon, I actually built an app that helps, product leaders, which ended up a little bit for founders and growth teams to help them build better roadmaps. So over the last about year or so, you could see the compression where a lot of pressure for teams to build more and push stuff out the door. AI is making it easy to build things. But now the trick goes back again to product and the leaders like, which one should we build out first, right? How do you sequence those bets to grow your business, right? I always have a laundry list of futures. You do probably a lot of other folks. But how do you sequence them, right? There's tons of prioritization frameworks. There is funky estimations of what's possible and what's not, right? And I just built a tool to help you organize that. A simple prioritization framework, a simple visual way to see your roadmap. And when you move things around in the timeline, you can see the impact there. So you could actually decide visually what you should do first.
Can we see?
Quick demo
do you
of
mind
that.
showing us?
Yep. Let me do that.
I've not submitted my project yet, by the way.
Oh, still having issues?
Oh,
yeah. I was frantically doing it at the last minute, and then I spilt over, and then I saw that we had 8 more hours. Was it 8 or 9? 12, sorry. And then I literally at the last minute, I was being very aggressive with pushing stuff, and then I lost the entire all of the copy and like headlines, etc. I basically lost them because I tried to push them to the production, and then like it failed. It's like some of it came over, and then all of a sudden I was just like, hang on a minute, there was supposed to be some copy here. So yeah, so I'm retrofitting it now, trying to sort it. But this is like, it's happened to me so many times because I'm like self-taught. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm getting better at fixing stuff. So
Sometimes high pressure is the best way to learn things.
yeah, for sure. And
The
what
pressure
I like
cooker.
about it, because most of the time it's like Replit Agent and Opus 4.7, like basically like holding my hand. But then what I like is like, as someone who's not very technical, they'll give me this whole technical, like, oh, this is what you need to do. And then I'm able to go, should we not just do this and this? And then it goes, oh, actually, that's a great. So like sometimes being a novice, you can see things more creatively,
Yeah.
like matter of fact, like, oh, why don't we just compare the columns? And like, if that's true and it's a text value, then yeah. So anyways, well, I interrupted your presentation then.
No, I think it's a critical thing that you've mentioned because there's also the curse of knowledge, right? And models are changing so fast. If you remember 3.0 agent,
Mm.
it would stop midway. This one does not stop. I think it may actually do extra work, right? So
Yeah.
depending on how you reward these models and all that, you get different outputs, and the way you work with these tools has to adjust over time. I used to write a lot of requirements just because I'm biased. I'm a product manager. Job is used to write a lot of requirements, but over time you could feel the difference. And sometimes when you're asking the model to, a Replit agent to do something, you actually want to have that little vague factor to see what it will tell you to do. And sometimes you want to be very restrictive, exactly what you want. It's kind of like constant game of tuning, right? Um, yeah, yeah, and it feels like every month or two, well, every 2 months, you would have to kind of like learn something. Advice, I don't know. The shelf life of advice right now, I'm thinking with these models is 2 months. There's too many new stuff, right? Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
so much fun.
yeah,
Well, it's stressful but fun. So show us.
yeah, and I think yeah. Over the years, I just found myself being more of a builder. Like the whole reason why I wanted to be a product manager is talk to customers. I used to be an engineer, used to, just build stuff. Then when I was a product manager, I used to talk to a lot of people to figure out what actually customers need. Now I'm thinking that I'm doing the full loop. I'm back and doing both. And I think Replit just helps with that, makes it a lot easier. Anyway, so that's the idea here is that you want to, stop guessing your trajectory. You want to start sequencing your ideas. That gray path is usually what I'm seeing, right? We always love that hockey stick growth. So when I built this a few weeks ago, this was create account, and then here's try demo. And when it clicks on try demo, it just dragged you over here to show you the concept, right? So like, oh, cool. So basically, if I do this initiative in the first month, obviously you'll get better results, right? If I move this guy here, i- it's very logical. And I think it was too simple on a demo page here. So what I've seen in my stats is some engagement on the homepage, but they're not signing up. So this is what I saw, right, over the last 2 weeks, right? 63 people hitting the page with various engagements and like only one sign up. That's not cool, especially for a growth product, not great, right? So I felt there's a need to, maybe making the demo as a primary thing because I'm introducing a new way of planning, right? I think the barrier for signing up for a product is higher now. You guys have tons of options. You have tons of tools. You could build your own tools, right? So if I'm not like connecting with you within the first few minutes, it's going to be gone. So this hackathon lasts 24 hours. Let me focus on the demo. So if you click on the demo here, I'm basically giving you a lot more of the product. And actually, I think it should show you, yeah. So it gives a lot more of the product. So I actually have a driven, what do you call it, an onboarding thing. It's not showing here because I already did that. But if I log into the product, so this is basically a product tour. I've added a product tour. I've added it also in the demo. This is basically the same as the last screen. So here now it's walking you through what you need to do. This is based on the conversations I've had with users. They're like, hey, this is awesome that you could sequence my roadmap, but I want to start. I want to put in that I have today like 100 users and my growth rate is 2%, right? They wanted to input that data. So I just built, a way to walk through, and building things, how do you add an initiative, Reddit posts, right? And my potential, I think, I don't know, low potential for Reddit posts, probability of it succeeding is probably 3, right? And the objective is getting 20 signups, right? Then from this guy, I could just drag it in here. So you keep on adding these ideas over time, right? And then you can see how things are changing. Now, what I also did here, let me make the screen bigger, is that I added show the optimal function. So this is the way you're scoring it yourself, but this is what the system does. It tries to pre-calculate for you, like, look, you're leaving out all this potential for growth, right? Yeah, so
am I right in just thinking, because I'm like very lay and unqualified in this department, so I'm just trying to understand it. So you're putting together like, okay, I think that if we do X initiative, then we'll get X amount of growth. And then am I right in saying like it's then actually fact checking you or giving you a more realistic measurement that's non-emotional? Is that correct?
It does not do the checking yet. Right now, it only records your hypothesis. So the potential for reaching your goal is 70%. And this is like the potential here is based on what the impact. So you want 20 signups. This idea is going to give you 15, for example. And the probability of success is this metric. So there's a 70% probability you're going to make it. The next iteration, this is like hard inputs. AI is like, I have the agents behind the scenes, basically, not enabled for this. It is to help you fine tune the probability, right? Did you do this before? What data do you have that will actually say this Reddit post, how much confidence, basically. So all of these is hard coded, you putting in the numbers. And I found that for the product managers that I've worked with and myself, I'm actually putting these numbers manually on spreadsheets to say, all right, let's do this feature first because it's the highest potential value. And you'll notice here, I'm not putting actual cost because AI is making things so cheap, cost is nearly zero. But what I'm putting here is an opportunity cost. If I'm spending the free day of Replit credits on doing this part, I cannot do this one. That's my cost. So your cost is actually what you're doing right now is preventing you from doing other things that on your roadmap that should be better. You should bring it up early on. Another example is if you have 0 users and you're working on conversion, doesn't make sense, right? You need to get users first so you could do conversions, right? That's the whole idea. So it's not AI enabled yet. That's what's coming.
It's very cool. Yeah, I think it's
I mean, so far.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is revisit your hypothesis, change the sign up, change how the app works slightly. Because I think the biggest lesson I've learned is like app is too complicated. People won't understand it. And I think this iteration gets them a little closer to focus on simplifying the app. But right now I'm just dumped in all the key features and then we'll work on sequencing. Like this
So am I
tour,
right in
I built this with 2 commands in Replit. Yeah.
Nice. So what did you build today? Or in the last 24 hours?
That's what I.
Was it the tour or?
The product was just this. The product was just this.
Okay.
Cool. Like drag and drop. It did not have goals. It did not have, and it showed this optimal thing, but did not move things automatically for you, right?
Oh, I
It
see.
did not
Right,
do
I
a lot
understand
of
now.
these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was an example. And the homepage was pretty basic. The homepage was, this was the demo. The demo was here. There was no demo product. You clicked on demo, it just sent you down here. You're like, great, cool. It teaches you about the product. So you can say in the demo, I added a demo product with a pre-built account to play around more. And then if you want to save your stuff, you create an account.
Nice, mate.
Oh, also a lot of analytics. I put a lot of analytics. So which I think I was deeply missing. We could talk about other projects, but that's the one that I submitted.
Nice, man. All right, Martin. What you been doing, mate?
So let's hang on. Share screen. Yes.
By the way, it's the first time I've ever done anything of this sort of content on my podcast. It's normally like self-improvement, like high performance, like health training, a lot of stuff on emotions, but it's basically just whatever Jason is obsessed with, which is the fun part.
Well, if this is what launches you into stardom, we do want to cut.
Well, you get exposure on your on your
Oh
app.
yeah.
We'll make it a regular thing.
Now, so let's see. I will first show you something. So bit of background. I am the founder of a food delivery worker cooperative. So we're former Deliveroo and Uber Eats couriers who like the work, but are like, you know what? Fuck those big companies. We can do things better. So we did. Of course, that's 5 years into 2 sentences, but and one of the challenges has been for about we started back in 2000, but yeah, back then, of course, food delivery, it's not a SaaS product you can just buy because there's no market for that. So for years we've spent about €600 a month just on a functional but also kind of aging website. So that's why I was really happy when AI came along, and it's like, okay, maybe we can finally build this ourselves. And so when Replit Agent 2, I think about a year ago, came out, was the first time like, okay, I think we can do it with this. And we got really close. And then with Replit Agent 3, that was like the final push. Because of course the challenge with food delivery is it's really complex. You have all these different, it's not just a simple web shop, but you have opening times of different restaurants. You have delivery times, different delivery areas. So that gets really complex really quickly. But we've now been able to build and run it for 6 months with no issues. So that was already a great a great improvement, and our overhead costs went from 600 euros a month to I don't know how Replit does it, 30 euros a month. It's completely insane. And of course, now that we control every element, it's like, if we want a new function, we can just build it. But so first, let me show you what I got today. So here is check the loading times. This is for Uber Eats. So this is non-cached Uber. So like the true
It's
loading time of
still.
Uber.
Oh, it's back. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take 15 seconds, but it's not really okay. Now of course I'm hoping Replit is gonna not kick. There we go. That's how fast we got. So that's we first built it with Replit Agent 2/3 6 months ago, and it was functioning well. But I was also thinking like, okay, I keep updating, I keep patching things, but perhaps it's almost as a test, like what is better to keep updating the old site, or now that it's relatively easy with AI, just every couple months just build the whole thing from scratch. So that's what I've been doing, and well, as you saw by the loading time, it worked.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just lot smoother, a lot of smaller pain points that are no longer an issue. And yeah, so kind of here it's filtering based on your location. So it's you check your location and it says, okay, these are the restaurants that are open, that deliver to you. Yeah, say you want a burrito and a quesadilla. You place your order. There we go. I hope you don't have any stalkers in your audience.
I'll have to mask it.
No problem. And then it checks like, okay, a delivery cost based on your location. It looks at the delivery time based on your location. Yeah,
I
all
have a
that kind
question.
of stuff. And of course, you can pay. Speaking of, an order just came in. But so part of what I did last 24 hours was upgrade the technology. Another part I got in another browser window is I thought like, okay, we got the core website functioning, but let's see where did yeah, we got the core website functioning, but like, what could we do if we build an entire ecosystem? So this is let's see. This is the delivery app. So yeah, order comes in, restaurant needs to know what do I make. Delivery rider needs to know when do I pick it up. And again, I think the beauty of being able to build this with AI yourself is that you can just completely make it fit how you work, how your organization works. And here I built basically a white label.
So is that the back end and you, versus the customer front end that you were showing us before?
Yeah, so this is the
consumer.
This is the customer front end. And then, well, so this is the admin. So here we can see, okay, when our delivery ride is available today, which restaurants are open, what orders came in. We can set discount codes, happy hours. Basically, this is the consumer-facing platform. So where customer wants food, that's what happens here.
Mhm.
And so when the food needs to be delivered, that's what happens here.
Nice. I have a question about like mobile and native. Like, do you find like, have you got it on native or is it just a web app?
It's just a web app. I'm kind of waiting for Replit to do native Android, because especially in the
That's going to be a
Netherlands,
game
most people have
changer.
Android, not iOS. And then I just want to do the whole thing together, iOS and Android at the same time.
Does anyone know if that's coming?
Well, basically, it's the question they got 10 million times when they announced the iOS thing. So.
Is it? Oh, they've released it on iOS, have they? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. That was, I think, 3 months ago, something like that.
Okay.
Interesting. And yeah. But most
do
of
you know
our
like how straightforward is it? Like how have you still? I presume you've still got to have your own license and do all the stuff. Do you know, Mohammed? Like how complex is pushing something to the app store with
It's
this
very
new
complex
yeah.
because it's complex. I think it's easier for iOS because you have the infrastructure for testing, right? They're using what is it? I forgot what was it called? Expo, right, for testing.
Yeah.
So if you want an agent that helps you build and test, it needs to build something that could easily test on both platforms. And I don't know actually if the iOS version is truly iOS native, because everyone would have just pivoted and said, let's make a React native app, and then you could port it for iOS, port it for Android. But the problem is when you do that, you may lose features on, I don't know, like haptic touch and stuff. So I don't, I, I don't know. My advice is if you see a percentage of your users are maybe, I don't know, the folks who are doing the delivery are mostly on Android, then you gotta wait for them, right? If most of the folks are on an iPhone, then you may have to bite the bullet, do it first. But you can also make it web friendly, right? Like mobile web friendly. It's not
Oh yeah, and
bad, right?
that's also what we have
Yeah.
now. And so
Yeah.
you can already by default. It basically
Yeah.
acts
That's
like a mobile app.
Was
yeah.
PWA
And
application, isn't it?
yeah, the only difference is with the mobile web app, it's hard to get notifications. So if part of your
Yeah.
workflow cares about notifications, that's the tough one. But if you're doing email, then the email could do a direct link to a certain part, I guess, right? But you could
Yeah.
have a very light app that manages the notifications part. So what I've seen is you don't have to boil the whole product in mobile. You just need to put a very few things on mobile that helps it complete a workflow. That's probably the best, easiest thing to do, right? To test usage. And maybe Apple folks will be your test users. Again, I'm sure you have tons on your roadmap. Uh, all hands to you. I mean, you have multiple user types, right? Right. It's not just the end user, the restaurants, the delivery folks. Yeah, all hats off to you. That's pretty complex.
Nice work. How did you I'm asking like proper, absolute novice questions, so forgive me.
Therefore,
Like, how did you? Was it just an API bridge? Like, how have you connected those two systems up?
yeah. So sort of, yes, but also we kind of thought ahead, because at some point we want to interact with multiple systems. So basically, what we have, actually, let's see if. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have a front end that tells you anything. So I'll explain it. Basically, we have an order distribution system, which basically an order comes in through the website, and then it is only sent to that distribution system. So the website doesn't have to know anything about cash register systems or delivery apps. It just knows I send it to this system. Then the system looks at, okay, I got an order. It came from the delivery website. It has it's for this restaurant in this city, etc. Based on that, it knows, okay, now I'm gonna send an email to the customer, gonna send an email to the restaurant, I'm gonna send it to the delivery riders, I'm gonna send it to the cash register system of the restaurant. So basically, all the logic of how the information is divided is done through that system. So if you ever want to change anything, you only have to change it in that system.
So that's
Um,
like basically you've created like a dedicated middleware
yeah.
platform. Is that right?
And also one thing we're doing. So right now it's just working with our internal systems, but if at some point we want to work with external systems, of course, one of the challenges you might then have is like, okay, we call something home underscore address, and Uber Eats calls it address one. So we also what the distribution system also does is, okay, it has a list of what
Aliases.
something is called in one system, and then it makes it all the same. It translates it to the other system.
That's cool. Nice.
And yeah, ultimately that's then sent through APIs. But it's actually and I'm really positively surprised. Like, Replit has their hosting shit together pretty well. Because not only is that, even despite the fact that we have 2 extra steps in between, it's already pretty fast, but sometimes it's even faster. So we use Stripe for payments. Sometimes the confirmation email comes in before the Stripe of course, before the Stripe notification in the app.
Yeah.
Of course, we make sure nothing is sent through until Stripe tells us via some system payment has been made. But the notification sometimes is faster from Replit than from Stripe.
Are you using resend or?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super quick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that was initially what I was a bit scared of. Like, okay, on one hand we kind of want to split these things, so if one thing breaks, the customers can still order stuff like that. But it's like, okay, how much extra time is this gonna take to the whole process? And it's like seconds, maybe a minute at most. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I find the Stripe API, I mean, their webhook system is a little bit unreliable when you do those sub transactions, because you kind of like have to ask Stripe, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Or Stripe could connect to you when payment is
Mhm.
cleared. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of using another service like I think Lemon Squeezy, but Lemon Squeezy got bought out, or maybe even Paddle for SaaS because they act as a merchant of record. They help connect with Stripe on a deeper side, so they could actually get you the data a little bit faster, and also handle some legal stuff. Um,
Paddle.
but that's crazy. You were able to find a workaround to make sure the timing works. Uh, that's not just Replit. That's like everywhere. um, and so one quick follow-up question. Do you have multiple Replit projects that where they're connecting to each other, or is it one massive Replit project that runs the middleware, that runs the front
No,
end
it's
and all that?
basically all different. So
Replit, got it.
the consumer website is one project. Then the delivery app is one project. The middleware is one project. And so now we've also added. We've built a cash register system for restaurants. That's one project. And basically, that's also kind of what I worked on today. It's like we're already doing so much with restaurants, might as well add this, add that. So now I've also got like ju- a fairly basic, at least technically fairly basic, but you can still completely customize it. Restaurant website creator. So yeah, for
Did you build that
uh,
today? Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, I feel like I missed that. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so I had a list of. I can actually show you.
Oh, you did mention the white label. I missed that. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's see. Run.
There's a message in the chat. Who's that?
Run. Why not? Do, 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 do. Okay. So for some reason it won't run, but yeah.
Because it's been recorded.
Replit
Yeah.
doesn't
What?
want to share its secret.
Yeah. What is it? They
Yeah.
say that is it like those particles that behave differently when they're being watched?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah. Like
But yeah, so
Schrodinger's
basically
cat. Yeah.
today I had 37 updates to our own system, and then just some new ideas and projects that I wanted to work out. So there was also and I'll still send something in, but I was like, okay, I probably need more focus if I want to win the Buildathon, but at the same time, 24 hours unlimited, Opus 4.7. Now this is a unique opportunity. I'm gonna build.
nice.
I think you have a solid chance. I mean, if you do kind of like a workflow video, project A is this, project B is this, project C is that, and what you added. I think it's very powerful to show how you connected multiple systems for a complicated business.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
actually
So
think Replit is hungry for these use cases, right? Because everyone's building usually B2C stuff, right? Um, yeah.
And I
You still
think
have
it,
a
yeah,
few
and it
kind
kind
of
hours.
of probably
thinking.
tells the.
Oh. So I was kind of thinking to have, because that's kind of the challenge. Like you need just one. You need to send in just one project. So basically, I built this, and we generally want to do this, but it's basically like, hey, we already built these tools. If you're a social enterprise, we'll share them. And basically, yeah, we can just white label them or help social enterprises or other co-ops. Hey, we know how to do this now. So that's also kind of my thinking of, okay, how can I sort of send this into the Buildathon? It's like, okay, look, this is the social story, and now I'll walk you through all the things that I built. So yeah, food delivery, analytics. I kind of have to make some choices on what to share and how to make it look, but that's kind of my plan.
Yeah, go
Nice.
for it.
But
Jason,
that, yeah, like I
I'm
said, just the ability to do this today was like that's that's already a reward in itself. And
I was
I
I
think
was wondering how much do you think, like on average, we've racked up in credits that otherwise would have cost?
in the first hour of the Buildathon, it did show how much credits was used.
Oh, did it?
oh
So
really?
yeah, when you hovered over, it said free, but when you hovered over, it did show for the first hour or so. I think my brother did, like, he was like, "Oh, wait, it only cost like $3 to build this prototype." It was like kind of like a dream explainer app, right? After like for the first 45 minutes, it only cost him like $3 if you add those. It's free account economy mode, right? My wife, she did also a couple of things, and in the beginning it did show. So it looked like for the first hour, it looked like it was like a handful of dollars on economy mode. But I was always on pro mode, and I was never, ever, ever to see that. I reckon it's probably $150 to $100. I've had 27 tasks in one project, 3 other projects averaging maybe 5 or 6 per project. All of them on power mode, I would imagine maybe $2, $3 if you average it, you know. So it's at 50. Yeah, I would imagine maybe 50 cents for a simple task. $2 is a complex task. And then you multiply that by the number of messages and back. And I would say even gets more expensive lower. I've been telling everyone, like, hey, once you finish a complex task, immediately start a new chat because it compounds the memory and the tasks
Yeah.
get more expensive, like $4, $5. I mean, you could
Oh,
hear I've had
yeah,
wounds with Applet 3, right? I mean, Replit 3, right? So after like when you feel a kind of like a workflow's done or a certain feature,
yeah.
start a new fresh task so it doesn't have to carry that context over. So I don't know. I think I did good practice. Will I
Well,
do this thing again if it's free
I reckon I
or
would have
maybe
spent a
low
lot more
cost?
because I'm like pretty gung ho, and
How many?
I
So yeah, Jason, you didn't share with us what was
oh, what
it
I've
that
been
you
doing.
were? Yeah.
by the way, sorry. I just saw the time. I do need to leave in a couple minutes.
Okay, no problem,
But
man.
before I go, I do want to know what you built now.
All right, I'll try be quick. Yeah. So I normally would prefer a couple of monitors, but I've been in this hotel, in this like villa for the last 24 hours. In one of the most beautiful places in the world, and not been outside. So let's have a look. Screen share. Yeah, so my background, basically complete.
Hoi, met Martijn. We hebben er 2. Tot zo. Samen. Yes. Tot zo.
Yeah, complete novice, like jack of all trades. The amount of things I've done in my life, podcasting, restaurants, fill in the blank. And now I run an agency, just classic digital marketing agency. and I've been messing around with. Can you see my screen? Just double checking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
I've been playing around with Replit for the last 12 months or so. I think. Sorry, I did 18 months. And I'm like, WordPress and stuff in the past. I started an agency with no clue what I was doing, building like websites with templates a few years ago. But it was all for like, something wouldn't work out, or my restaurant business got hit with COVID. So I'm like, shit, I need to do something. So I'm like, okay, I'll do social media marketing. And then someone's like, can you do websites? And I'm like, yeah, never touched one before. So that's my background. And then the last few years, I've been really interested in like creating my own frameworks, and I basically built my own like goal setting system, and I've basically been following that for the last coming up to like 18 months now. And part of it is like following this this dream life vision. So I basically set a 3-year vision of what my life wanted to be like, and then I use that as like the guiding principle to then set goals in different chapters, which I call them basically. And the CSS is the wrong one here. Yeah, so strangely enough, on the vision, part of it is teaching this framework to people, because it's not my job now, right? And I've been like playing around with starting to do a little bit of coaching, and then when I saw this Replit opportunity, I was like, well, I'll gonna do some work projects, and I can show you some of them if you want as well. But I'm gonna enter this one into the thing. So, and it was the first time I'd really followed a structure rather than literally just classic, just vibing it all the way. So I really laid the groundwork, had like 107 prompts lined up that I'd done with Claude 4.7 beforehand. And yeah, and it's worked really well. So this is like my framework. So it's like, what are your values? What's your dream life vision? What's your yearly intention? What's your goal? And that's one non-negotiable habit, and they're every 45 days. And this is just me, like I built it because, well, the thing is, I would follow other people's systems and I would never do them. And then weirdly, when I built my own, I kind of followed it because it was interesting. I could iterate on it. Oh, I'm flattered. Thank. Oh, sorry, one sec. I'm just giving you an infinity window to chew on.
Yeah, can you also share your links to your projects, guys, so we could follow each other?
Oh,
yes. Oh, we got some feedback.
Yeah, it should be good now.
Yeah. Can I hear this? Oh, can you put something's feeding back? Would you be able to either mute something or
Do you still hear
you
feedback?
can toggle like a. There's no feed. Oh. Yeah, no. I'm getting.
There's an echo cancellation option. Martin, if you might enable that.
Let me check if I put my headphones on. Can you hear me?
Is that better?
No echo?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no echo. Headphones fix everything. URLs thechaptersystem.com. But currently I'm fixing the copy on the production domain. So while that's there, I'm just on this the Replit one. Yeah, so so this is like landing page. And basically it's pretty, the back end is pretty involved. Like, and this is all from scratch today, by the way. So what I wanted to do is configure everything like the right way so that I didn't have to then go and build it again. So we got here, like, here's the hero, up here, headline. You can see this all got missed out. But
Wait, I'm
it's
sorry. Is that your data entries that allows you to update the website?
yes.
Oh, snap. So you replaced WordPress basically.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
exactly.
cool.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
sweet.
Oh,
Do you know it's
nice.
funny? Because
Sorry,
I
go
wasn't
ahead.
going to
Yeah.
I wasn't going to I wasn't going to mention it because I thought you guys would maybe just be doing it. So I was like, oh, I won't emphasize that. But I thought it was pretty cool. So because I was like, how can I make the most out of these credits and create something that could, one, generate like inverted commas passive income, so like productized, and two, generate clients on like a waiting list. And then so that I didn't need to come back and spend any more credits, how could I lay the groundwork so that it's just ready to go?
Yeah, that's also the first thing
So
I
that's what I
did
did.
was
All the
I added admin to
no, please
everything.
continue. Yeah. So I've got I've got like a bit of a Yoast SEO thing going on. Email templates with what do you call it? Welcome series and stuff. AI chatbot. We've got an AI playground, which is basically that's going to be like the coach that I'm selling. And then let me just show you.
I think that itself is a great part of the demo. If you were to highlight that today, it is
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Right, the feature of replacing SaaS products, very uncool templatized systems like WordPress and all that. Make it your own, man. I mean, that's it. Just looks so good.
Yeah, it's honestly that this is like I felt really emotional earlier on. I was like, this is like the best day of my career. I was like, because I do feel like, I think because I'm in Bali as well, like I've been on this journey for a long time, and it feels like everything's like, the last God knows how many years of messing around with WordPress and not knowing what I'm doing and building Replit projects and like spaghetti coding my way to like these apps, to then all of a sudden kind of just through time under tension being like, oh, foundations. Like start like really like plan it out. And being able to use 4.7 and like voice back and forth and back and forth, back and forth and back and forth. And then because to be fair, my Claude is pretty good as well. So I've got my Claude like plugged into my Notion and it's, to be fair, all this goal system is in my Notion anyways. So my Claude's got access to that. It's got my diary in there, so it knows all about me. So I was kind of able to just be like, look, you all these frameworks that I've been building, like let's discuss it together and let's build this thing out. And then it would give me a plan, and then I would iterate, give me a plan, I would iterate until we got to this thing. Let me show you where is.
And can I assume you already hooked up the payments and everything too in those
Yeah,
70s plus or 100 plus pre-commands?
Yeah, so I've got payments are live. I literally got a customer with 1 minute till the deadline. I put it on my Instagram story. And I put it on my Instagram story and I said, I've put a 90% discount, so you only need to pay for $1 for the PDF. But then my discount's broke. So then this guy paid $10. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. Oh no, it's not there. I'm trying. 1 second. I've got so many. This has all been on this little screen. It's been hell. Where is? Oh, here. Right. Shit. What happened? Are you guys there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
mine just froze a
my
little bit.
camera's. Well, you're in my pocket, so. I'm talking with you
No,
while
I
I'm
don't know
delivering
if it was
food.
me. Oh, that's cool. I'm just for some reason, the thing that I've been using throughout this to track my progress while I'm building has just chosen to freeze.
Are you using like a Chrome, what do you call it? Cloud Chrome extension to control Replit kind of thing, or?
It's like an artifact. Here we go. Right. Here it is. So, yeah. So
Hey,
this
Mark,
is that.
if you don't mind, can you put mute so we could?
Oh yeah. Could you mute the microphone?
Oh yeah,
Martin?
sure.
It's a bit rustly.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I built this. This is the artifact queue that I built. And I was just like, this is the order that I'm going to do everything in, and I'm just going to aggressively just queue everything up. And it's got this little progress down here. Actually, what I've not done. This is social media posts. Oh, I did do that. So yeah, so that's the thing I follow. But basically, we've got this is the flow. So we go PDF, and there's a PDF landing page. Start your first chapter. And then they go through the PDF. Oh, it's on the dev thing, so that wasn't working for some reason, but it does work. Goes through to the PDF, and then after that you get the upsell page, and it basically just follows this flow of where is the other products? Sorry, it goes PDF, and then after that it says like, hey, we've sent you the PDF. Do you want to get the tracker? So it's 50% off. So it's $19, and you can track everything. That's actually really fucking cool. I was really pleased with that. So you can put in your goals and stuff, and it does all that. And then you also get, there's the AI coaching, which is another tier. But I'd hid that. That's why it's down there. And then and I've got a video course, and then I've got a wait list. So it's like 5-step kind of upsell thing. But I'm not able to like fully demonstrate it at the moment because I've got like half doing it on the. But yeah.
Yeah. Quick question. So it reminds me of Alex Hermosi saying, the $100 million offer, right? You're sequencing, here's a product that gets the folks the free part, and then here is the PDF or whatever, and then here is this actual thing. And I think David Presley too has a similar system, kind of like, but what he does is he puts a scorecard. So he sells a scorecard as a product. So basically said like, hey, based on 20 people that I've worked with, you just punch in your data and I'll tell you how you're doing. And then here's my system to help you get better.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, David Presley. Just look him up. You could probably like check him out. But
that's
I
not
really like how
it's not the same guy as the War of Art, is it? That's
which one?
That's not the War of Art guy, is it? That's no David Priestley. Or is it Daniel Priestley? Is that Daniel Priestley?
Daniel Priestley.
Yeah,
Daniel.
yeah.
So I like those two frameworks from Alex Hermosi and Daniel Priestley. When you're thinking about the offers, I like how you sequence basically the value, right? How do you experience the value? And then, I could just read your material for free. And then I was like, okay, let me get this PDF, download on my Kindle or whatever, and I could do my own tracking, right? So it's incremental. I like that. And I like how you started with a system. By the way, that graph that you showed, I think it's a pretty cool system. Yeah, that starts with, your values, and then all the way in the end, the unbreakable habits, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, your vision,
Non-negotiable
then
habit.
non-negotiable habits. That resonates. And it's 5, right? Not 10, not 7,
Yep.
not 3, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
cool,
well,
man.
I appreciate that, man. It's
Please
funny,
submit
we're
it.
like pardon?
Please submit it.
Yeah, I will definitely. I wanna just see if I can show you. I've got all this. You're on the AI coaching wait list. Um, what else? Chapter system tracker. Oh, let's see if I can show you the tracker, if you don't mind. Because I was
Yeah, and what are you doing your analytics at? Are you using like PostHog? Are you connected to HubSpot, or just
I'm
everything by email?
it's I've got Google Analytics. I've got Microsoft Clarity. I've got
Yep.
what else have I got? I just a whole suite of
The
I
Google
can't
Search
remember.
Console,
Yeah.
Google Tag Manager, probably.
Yeah, I was just like, I
Yeah.
basically was just like, give me everything. I was like, give me all
Okay.
all
Yeah.
of the free APIs. Let's just make the
Yeah.
most of them. So I built them
Yeah.
all in. But
Cool.
yeah, let me try and get to this.
I would suggest, if you're interested, to throw in also PostHog.
So what's PostHog?
It's like Google Analytics, but on steroids.
Okay.
And the free tier is pretty liberal, like million users for free. Like you won't worry about that for a while.
Okay.
But it also comes with an AI installer.
Right.
It will look at your code and will say, okay, these are important events in your system. I'm going to create those events to track them specifically. Right.
Yeah.
So it will alter your code and say, I clicked on the $10 thing. I clicked on the PDF download. I clicked on this. I clicked on that. It will know which one to track specifically. And then when you load up PostHog Analytics, you can tell it, build me a dashboard that shows me people who are coming in from mobile who are signed up, right? You could use AI to talk to it, and it will build the dashboards for you. Google
That's
Analytics
cool.
is so complex. If you remember the transition from G3 to G4,
yeah.
right? You remember how painful that was?
Yeah.
PostHog is cool. And it also has the session recording. But Clarity gives you the AI summaries, which is cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I will check that out. Thank you.
Yeah. It also has a revenue tracker. It could track your, and PostHog. What else? Surveys. You can launch surveys on it.
Okay.
And you could, if you add a subdomain to your app, you could it's a little bit more technical. So basically, if someone is blocking cookies on your site, you cannot see them in Google Analytics.
Yeah.
But with PostHog, it could use a subdomain from your system, and will make the pixels coming to the user as if it's coming from your site and will not be blocked. You get more visibility with it, and it's free, which is crazy.
Because it's not third party.
It's not third party. It's a subdomain. You could call like j. The challenge.com, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, that's
it
cool.
just, obviously I drank the Kool-Aid, right? But I've been using it for work, for personal projects.
Yeah.
And if you're doing anything with AI, you could track the LLM calls, LLM costs. It's crazy. Maybe for next iteration, I would still say continue having Google Analytics running, because you may want to use it for audience retargeting, for ad campaigns and other stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Google Analytics likes their own Google products. So keep that running, but use PostHog for everything.
Oh, nice. I appreciate the recommendation. Here's by the way, this is my PDF delivery. This is all done. I don't know the technical term, but it's all like rendered by what's it called? PDF
generator, whatever.
No.
Is this within Claude? So you asked Claude to generate this?
No. So no. This is done at source, if you will. This is done generated by the site.
Oh,
Using what's it called? Yeah. So because I was gonna do that, and then I ended up going this way. So here we go. Placeholder text. So that is determinant on the here. So
oh
where's the
shoot.
yeah? So I've even got the PDFs. I can alter that text. But
Wow.
annoyingly, that's the downside of it. It made it a little bit complex, and like I say, I had that
Yeah.
situation with the database.
But you're generating this PDF once. So after you configure your admin settings, you hit save, it creates a PDF,
Yes.
stores it. Awesome.
Yeah.
You have something interesting too. It looks like there's multiple separate products got put into one here.
Yeah, there's so much. I was really ambitious with just going for it. So also, I'll tell you what else I've been up to. Well, let me just stop sharing for a second. And then, so for the agency that I work for as well, I'd made some improvements. I basically built our CRM this year, so full, Replit CRM, custom everything. And then I basically built, improved that so that I've got within it, I've got like our own Slack. So I built our own Slack, text messages, etc. And then I've got the AI agents. I built AI agents to be autonomously booking in calls for my sales team. And so made like our own Calendly, and then the agent uses our Calendly rather than going through the API to book in calls. So pretty much that's not really ready, but I've done a lot of the work and it's not far off. And then I've got another tool that I've been messing around, which is basically, it was our Google Ads, and I'd got it all hooked up through the API, and I just haven't known what to do with it. I've been messing around, like trying to create tools, and like, when you're just like, you're trying to square peg round hole something, and you're like, there's something here, but I can't figure out what the use case is. And then today I was just like, right, okay, let's build an agent that can interact with the API. So I managed to get to a point where basically I can web app, voice chat within the agent, and then get it to pull up my Google Ads accounts, and then it can actually do a deep dive on voice of what's going on. So we'll say, this is your ads performance, lowest performing keyword, etc. And I'm almost got it to be able to actually do actions. So I was like, could you pause that keyword? That's wasting his money. And it was like, okay, hit approve. Okay, hit approve. And then it keeps getting snagged there. It may have actually done it because I left it to do a lot of stuff while I was finishing off this submission. So it may be done now. But I feel like that will be pretty game changing for us as an ads agency, to be able to actually have that. I've not even looked at this. I've just been blindly queuing up prompts just to just make the most out of the credits. But also, if it's done its job, basically creating unique chat links that I can send to potential clients. They join it, authorized via their email, and then they can just chat with the AI agent. They can onboard it and just be basically, instead of having us as an agency, they now talk to this chatbot, and it can generate reports or whatever, and it can bring us in, like if it needs to check something, brings the human in, we chat, and then hand it back over.
Interesting. That last bit sounded like a custom. So in our company, we have Slack channels for customers, right? And they have their own bot watching, by the way, the Slack channel. And we built our own bot to monitor that Slack channel, to mention folks, the sales rep that is tied to this account, because obviously there are multiple accounts. It's not working. But if it was, imagine like private space being created temporarily, scope for that user, right, only pulls data related to this account, which we're still too scared to pull data related to that account. Like engineering is like, this is not like, it's tough because you need to make sure any relevant data about that customer is only for that customer. So the only chat we enable for that conversation is searching FAQs. Your customer's more sophisticated than asking you, are you guys supporting, I don't know, like, do you have services in India, right? Like, they know, right? Like, usually the questions are more complicated than FAQs. But I like the idea where it's like, if it cannot answer, pull in someone. Kind of like a secure chat. It's not just Slack, it's something. Maybe you dump copies of the conversation into HubSpot, so you have a full record. Sales teams change, switch, get promoted. You still have a traceability for that.
Yeah.
I think there's legs here, man. I think that private chat sessions, me as a product person, I also want to know the conversations they're having between sales and the customers, because they may be asking for something. Sales like, oh no, that's like further later. I'm trying to find evidence.
Exactly.
If people want something, what I'm going to search right now, I search Gong, I search tickets from Zendesk, I search Slack. It's everywhere, right? Anyway, I think it's great you're able to create a new surface for sales and the customers to talk outside of Slack too, because Slack is getting more expensive.
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, and then it's like, exactly, it was like, why would, you know, as well, and like over here, like, so, you know, Slack is, like in the UK, is not huge. Like, it's like,
okay.
Like, you know, like if you're like, you know, pretty tech focused, or, you know, young and hip or whatever, you use Slack, but most people don't know it. And I was trying to get people to use
What are
Slack.
they using?
They're
Like,
just using WhatsApp and email. They're in the Stone Age.
WhatsApp. It's funny when Daniel Presley says, hey, if you have an idea, whatever, create a WhatsApp group, start chatting with people, your early adopters.
Yeah.
Create this. I was like, WhatsApp?
Oh,
in the US, in New York,
WhatsApp's
it's
not
not
big
that
in the US, is
popular.
it?
Yeah, but a lot of folks have family abroad, right? And they all use WhatsApp.
Oh,
And
it's
I'm
insane! Like the opportunity,
Yeah.
like in the UK for WhatsApp, is crazy. But I don't. I hate like the lack of control. I've got to have like people with different phone numbers, and like, so I was like, I need to centralize this somehow. But adoption's been difficult because people like WhatsApp, and like, I don't need another app. But I'm like, yeah, but here I can give you so much
maybe
more.
you throw in a WhatsApp bot.
Well, I actually have been doing that. So that is
Does
kind of
that
another
work?
thing. It's pretty
Or-
close. The only thing is I've just not like finished tidying up with like the Facebook integration. Like,
API
anything
stuff.
with Facebook is a nightmare.
So probably that's why I open clause on Telegram, because it's much easier.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I can do it on Telegram tomorrow, easy.
But you don't have enough users on Telegram.
Exactly. Because you look like a drug dealer. Mate, it's been great, great to meet you and great chatting. Thanks for doing this.
No, yeah, thanks, and I'll be on Discord too.
Are you? Well, we might as well do this like a proper podcast. Give us your social links and stuff.
I'll share it right here. actually. Is it Twitter still? .com /0. That's one that I use mostly. My LinkedIn, I'll
Mid-zero.
show my LinkedIn, but I'm not going to respond because I have a whole full-time job I'm on.
Okay. No Instagram?
And I do, but I only use it for photography.
Yeah.
And I stopped using it for a long time. So same name, same.
Mid-zero?
Yeah, I don't remember if it's, let's see here.
Or
Is
is
it
it
loading?
Mido? Is that what it's meant to be?
Yeah, exactly. Mido.
It's
Yeah.
either
There used to be a
way, it's
soccer
cool.
player. Yeah,
Oh,
soccer
right.
player Mido. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Mo Salah is more popular. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Jason, thanks again for the invite. Yeah, let's
it's
schedule some other time. And good luck today. You send me the name of it. Is the project already up on Buildathon?
no, it's not submitted. I
Okay.
need to. I did like the first bit, but not the second bit. Does that make
Okay.
sense? I don't know. So I need to do that and sleep at some point.
If
What time is it
you
for you?
post it
You're
on
like 12
Twitter,
hours, I think.
yeah, right now
Yeah.
it's like almost noon. It's 11:15 here.
Yeah, I'm 12 hours ahead.
Yeah, just ping me. Yeah, and good luck.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, let's catch up soon. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so it's just me left. Just me left for the Replit random edition of the podcast. Hope you found this interesting. If anyone's been watching, if you've done the Buildathon this weekend, get in touch, drop it in the comments, put your project link in there. Good luck with the competition. And yeah, let's connect all as builders. I've loved this weekend. It's not usually like my lane, like veering into this in terms of content, but this really lit me up. Been something that I'm a total novice at, and nice to hear like other guys who are pretty high level and then like compliment you on your stuff that you've done. So yeah, and if you want to check out the chapter system framework, I am living this system, right? I'm out here in Bali, like everything is going really well at the moment, and it's all because I followed this thing. I had this vision that this is what I wanted to do. So yeah, you can go on there, you get the free PDF, or you can apply to work with me and stuff like that. So thechaptersystem.com. And thank you very much. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Apologies about the scruffy appearance.